Hello and welcome to my channel, Siobhan Brady, Spiritual Mentor here. This is my first time to go live on YouTube. I go live quite often on my Facebook page, which is Siobhan Brady, Spiritual Mentor. And I just said, because I haven't been in a while to do any readings or energy updates, that I would come in today, it being a big day, because the energy is really rising now. So, and it's very dull day here in Ireland. I'm in the Midlands in Ireland, for any of you who don't know where I am in the world. And it's very dull out there, but we are undergoing a big energy surge at the moment. So how is this affecting you? How are you coping? How are you finding it? For myself personally, it's big. It's quite big, I have to say. And we have, when I talk about the energy surges at the moment, I'm talking about full moon just gone literally 2 nights ago on the 3rd of August. And we're now into the 5th of August and we're heading straight into Lionsgate portal at the weekend. But indeed, this was started on the 26th of July and will go right through into the 12th or so of this month. So it's like and there's so much happening in the world, everybody, and it's scary to a point, yes, but it's also, if we can take ourselves above that lower vibration of the fear, it's actually quite exciting. So, and yeah, you might go, what? Exciting? Have you seen what's happening in the world? Are you awake? Yes, I am awake. Thank goodness I'm awake, because I feel for the people who aren't, to be honest, and the people who are so wrapped up in fear that they're, that's where they're at and all of that. So, yes, we are waking up. We are waking up. And, it is a bit like, though, when you go to bed at night and the next morning, it could be a morning like this, and you go, no, that thing, 5 more minutes. And some people are like that. They're like, no, I'm not ready to come out of this little warm cocoon I'm in yet. I'm not ready to face into my own stuff or into what I need to do for myself and all of that. So, and then there's some of us are up and we're bouncing around and we're like, yes, let's do this. So it's typical of like how some people are, a bit sluggish in the mornings or up and at it in the morning. So that's like, if we look at it in a collective way as to how we are reacting with the energies at the moment, well, that's what it is. And it's along with the collective awakening too that I'm talking about here, because so many more people are waking up. And I'm just grabbing my cards here as well. Oh, it's 11:11, and I just said I'd come in and I've never gone live, as I said, here before, so I said I'd try, and just to see how it works for me, really. So it's a kind of it's just a rehearsal, I guess. But and I contemplated coming in on Monday, and then my energy was all over the place, to be honest, because I've been hit quite big in my heart chakra. So anybody who's experiencing any sort of pains in the chest, or even stretching feelings, or just uncomfortable feelings in the chest area, this portal, obviously, and the Lionsgate is all about the heart expansion. So, and the huge heart love and the huge realizations and everything that's coming in with that. So unless you have a heart condition or anything like that, don't get too worried about if you're feeling anything going on here. So, but if you are in any way afraid that there might be something physically going on, get yourself to a doctor and get yourself checked out. But I woke up, I think it was Saturday night, with this pain here. So, and I was like, oh, okay, heart chakra, so and this is how easy it can be as well for people who may not have experienced this before, and to wake up, maybe not saying with the same thing, but maybe something similar going on, where they might have a pain or a twitch or a twinge, and go, oh my God, what's happening? And in kicks the fear, and away we go, and we drive ourselves into a higher state of fear and anxiousness, and we just lower our vibration straight away. So it's like it's about maintaining that trust and that faith and everything in yourself, in the energy, in knowing that we are held here in some shape, way, or form, and we have to really trust that now more than ever, guys. We're really being called to trust. So as I do when I come on and I start shuffling, It just takes me a while to get around, but it's lovely to be coming on live here now because I never tried this before, and I don't think I was able to for some reason. So I'm just having a good look around my screen here because I just came in and went, let's do it. And so I'm going to pull a card. Oh, look at this one. And self-acceptance, guys, and it's like straight away I'm just getting so much here in my throat, and this is just going to take us into the weekend and beyond, obviously, because self-acceptance doesn't go away. But what they're saying to me here is just this collective reading and this energy reading is like, look at, guys, we're all questioning ourselves, we're all wondering who we are, we're all wondering what the hell is going to happen. What is this new normal? And as I said the other night, like, let's create the new normal rather than what's trying to happen to us, recreating us. That those words came in the other night when I put a post up on my Instagram or on my Facebook, I'm not sure which. So these words are coming in. So it's like we're being called now to create what we want. And if we don't like something, we have to stand up and make a stand. And we have to speak our truth. And we have to stop being afraid to do that. So accept yourself as you are, but don't be afraid to sort of go, okay, I'm going to be the first person to make that stand, or to say no, or to say this is crap, or let's not stand up for this nonsense, you know. So and go easy on yourself so as well, because we have a tendency to, when we feel like our energy is getting that bit lower, that we can be quite difficult and hard on ourselves and put ourselves down, and then that lowers the vibration even more. So the more aware we can be of keeping our energy high and keeping our vibrations high, the better. So just to be aware of that, guys, and not to be so hard on yourselves, you know, because this is a time that we should be more gentle, because we're going through a lot of tough changes. So the more gentle we can be on ourselves, the better. And if we do want to speak up and speak out, yes, please allow yourselves to do that, because it's within our rights to do that. We are entitled to say what we are feeling and let our feelings be known. So this here is about accepting yourself for who you truly are. And if you're not quite there yet, well, accepting that too, because we all have good and bad, light and dark, whatever way you want to look at it, shadow and light in us. So if we're not quite as much into where we want to be, that's okay. It's like to say to people, this is not a race. So it doesn't matter when you get to where you want to get to. It only matters that you get there, if that's what you want to do. It's not about, oh, they're doing it, they're so much quicker, or they're so much better than me, or oh, look at them now and I feel like I'm so left behind. No, it's not about that. It's about you just being you and just going at your own pace, in your own time, in your own way, and relaxing into that and not forcing. Because, you know, when you trust that you have, like, you know, the angels, and you have the higher power, and you have God and all of these beautiful beings up there in or out there or wherever it is, but they're all around us helping us, well, then we should be fully accepting of who we are, because we have all this help and support, and we need to take it. And see, the guardian angel card. Now, I know a lot of people are questioning a lot of things, and that's what this card here is saying, that, you know, it's okay to question as well, and to, you know, call on the help that you need. And, you know, the questioning is good as long as you know that you're not continuously questioning the same thing over and over and over again. That you, like, if you feel that, in other words, that you're not making it your story, that you're not becoming that all the time. So question, yes, it's healthy, but let it go. You know, even if you feel like I can't get to the bottom of it, I can't understand it, just let it go. And when it's ready, when you're ready to understand it, it will come back in and you will be fully aware. So your guardian angel there is like, well, we all have that personal angel, and that's, you know, they're watching over us. So ask, because I feel too there's a lot of sadness in this card for a lot of people. And yeah, as I said there, the changes are big that have been happening, and that's okay. But, you know, we have to give ourselves time to heal, to, again, that gentleness. be gentle on yourself, and ask your angels there to bring you. And this red here in this card is all about deep grounding. So that's your base chakra, and that's all about belonging, feeling like you belong, feeling like you're trusting, feeling secure in who you are, and financially as well, in all areas of your life. But it's about that deep grounding. And with this high energy that we're in at the moment as well, we need to be grounded. And I can actually feel it happening to me here as I'm speaking. So it's the high surges of energy that sometimes knock us out of our homeostasis or our equilibrium, or completely out of our bodies. And then we're kind of feel like we're all at sea, or betwixt and between. So it's about grounding yourselves down into that energy, and grounding, and staying very focused and very centered. And I have a great friend who always says to me, stay in your lane, Siobhan. And that's what we need to do. We need to stay in our own lane, and not be worried about what other people are doing, or how they're doing it, or where they're going, or how fast they're going, or how slow they're going, or what their preferences are, or what posts they put up on Facebook if you don't agree with them, or whatever. That doesn't matter. That's all just whatever. Just stay in your lane. And whether you agree with somebody else or not doesn't make a blind bit of difference. It's none of your business. It's none of my business if you don't like what I do. It's none of your business if I don't like what you do. And if people could learn that for themselves and stop thinking that they can just, poke their noses into everybody else's business, I think we'd have a far easier, better life. And there's a lot of upheaval. Obviously, there's a lot of tension around in the world at the moment. So again, it's about trying to bring it back to that gentler way, coming back to the gentler way. And as I said there, and they keep saying it to me here as well, it's about creating the new normal. See, creating the new normal, new love. So it's about bringing in the new love. What do you want? What is it that you want? What way do you want your life to be? What way do you want the world to be? What is it that's not happening that you want to happen? And bring it in. Bring in what you love. What is it that you would love to do that you're not doing? What is it that you're stopping yourself from doing? What is that great love within you? The amount of people that have great yearning and wants and needs to do something else other than what they're doing, and they're too afraid to do it. And it's like, this is what this is, new love. Okay, so new love is also about all the new that wants to come in, and this is it coming up out of the ground. And as I say, we have the Lionsgate portal coming at the weekend. I will be doing live readings on my Facebook page at 8:08 p.m. on Saturday evening. And I will be doing an activation then for the Lionsgate energy, whatever's coming in for the heart opening. So this is also part of that, all this new wave of energy that's coming in and will continue to come in. But it's not just a matter of a portal opening and receiving an activation. It's like we've got to practice every day. We've got to practice bringing in this love and keeping our vibration high. And there have been a lot of endings and beginnings during this time as well. So a lot of relationships may be ending, and then new stuff getting ready to come in for people. And that can be the same relationship coming back. It can be a resurge of an old relationship as well as the new coming in. And there's new energy coming in there for work placements, and everything is changing. So people are realizing now that they can give more to themselves and to their families. And there is more time to do those things that we often don't get the time to do because we're so busy working, or we're so busy, in the car getting to work or getting home from work, and that takes up so much time. But everything's changing now. So bring in that new love, bring in this new love. And it's like I'm not even being told. I think this is just to get us through the Lionsgate portal, because I just decided to come on and I wasn't even thinking about what I was going to say. Oh, and here we go, because I think I have to pick 5 cards. So I've picked 3. And this is the 4th one. So abundance. So what does abundance mean to you? To me, it means, yes, being able to pay my bills, being able to live and have some time out. So a balance, but it also means time alone, time for me, time to just do what I want to do. And that doesn't always cost money. That can just be sitting, meditating, or having a bath, or just having that time just for me without interruption. And I love that. I love that. So yeah, but our lives are very abundant when we focus on what we actually, all the good things that we actually have. And when we can focus on that rather than thinking about the lack. I've often come from a place of lack, I have to be honest. And that's when the worry and the fear sets in. And we really need to reprogram that in us, because our lives are very abundant. We have so much joy, so much fun, so much laughter. You know, we get to go to meet friends now. We're able to get back out and start seeing friends and things like that. And that can bring so much joy. And, you know, it's the little things that we take for granted, which really are the most abundant things in our lives. I mean, you know, it's lovely to have all the newest gadgets and all that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, that's not what you remember when it comes to, you know, if you're doing a life review, or if you're writing about special times in your life. You know, you won't write down about the time you bought the new television. That's been a very special time in your life. Or you know, maybe a holiday might be a special time in your life. Okay, yes, but you know, things like that. Think about it, guys. Are we putting all our thoughts into the wrong places? Are we, you know, society has a lot to do with how we have become as a world, and how we have been, you know, nicely navigated in a lot of ways. And it's mind-boggling, because I couldn't even begin to explain what I feel, because I don't even half understand it myself. So it would be pointless me trying to have a conversation. I just know everything is not as it appears to be. And that is all what that's coming out. And there are a lot more people around the world that would be a lot more educated in this than I am. But definitely, I know it in my soul. And I know that feeling. And I will trust that to the bitter end now. So, you know, and I'm changing in so many ways where, you know, society says you must do this. Society says you must do that. You should be here until such a time, such an age, you know, and no, that's not it. Our abundance should come first, and we should strive towards our happiness, our joy, our laughter. That's what our abundance should be. That's what our abundance should be. And these two are stuck together, so I'm going to have to go with them, because the two came together, and study and soulmate. Now, I've spoken about this many times in the last few readings that I would have done, because I haven't really been doing that many on my channel. And the study card is all about Reiki or healing, or indeed going to college to do something, but it's the energy healing card. And this, I've spoken about this many times, that there is such a huge now call for healing. There's such a huge rise in the need for healers, right? So, and to heal the land, to heal the world, to heal ourselves, you know. So first and foremost, when you do take on any healing modality, whether it's counseling or IET or Reiki or anything like that, the first level of anything is about yourself and your own healing and your own work, which doesn't stop, by the way. But the first level of anything is to get you in there and get working on yourself. It's the study of you, study you. Okay, so people are really having the time now. This is one of the things that this time has given us as well, is the time to really look at ourselves and to make those big changes. I'm making huge changes, and I will be announcing all those shortly. And it's big and it's scary and it's fearful and all of that, but it's also like, okay, yeah, where is it written that I can't do this? Where is it written, you know, that society demands that I do things in a different way? Why can't I just do what I feel like doing? Once I have the not the permission, but that everything in my life is happy for me to do that, the important things in my life, and that's all I need. Yeah. So study. And again, you know, new ways of being, rising in your consciousness, ascending beyond the doubt, beyond the puddle of, you know, that heavy energy, that lower vibration. Up, 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 up we go. So hop on that bus, guys, because you know, I'm still talking about the bus after all this time, but the bus will never go away. So hop on that bus and get yourself up there. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with, like, loads of people now are working online. They're doing courses online. I'm putting out a lot of work online. I will be working primarily now online going forward. And there's so much there. There's so much there for us to avail of. So hop on it. If something is pulling or calling to you, hop on it and do it. And then study you. Get that time to study yourself. And this here again, like we all love the thoughts of a soulmate. And we are all, a lot of us are lucky enough to be in a relationship. And if we're not lucky to be in a relationship, you know, we could be falling out of one or looking, still searching for that one. And that's okay. But at the moment, the greatest, most beautiful relationship is with your own soul. And that makes me smile, and it makes me feel a little almost emotional, because we are, I feel as well, falling back in love with ourselves or finding new things about ourselves to love. And that's so important. So, but for anybody that's looking, there are new waves of, as I said, of the energy of people that are coming forward now, and people are just changing, and it can be quite rapid for some people. For more of us, we've been on this path for a while, but some people are getting, like I did 9 years ago. It was a massive awakening for me, and it was quite traumatic in some areas as I went forward. But it's not, there are so many more people awake now that it's not as hard for somebody like me 9 years ago to be going through the same thing now, because there are so many more people there to be able to explain and help. And there's all of that there now. So people who are wakening up now in a kind of an intense way, it's not as bad, because you have so much more support there, and it is there, and you know, there's so much has changed in the world, even though we're in a very intense time at the moment. So yes, as I said, there's a new wave of energy, and so people are going to meet. They're going to meet that person now. And that's what I'm saying, for these people who are ascending, they're going to meet this person that they want to meet on that higher bracket, because they're coming. The collective energy is coming. So for anybody who is still holding on to hope of meeting their soulmate, I would say keep holding on. Don't give up, because they're coming. They are coming. So let it come. So guys, I hope this has been, I don't know, just giving you some help. As I said, I will be live on my Facebook page on Saturday evening here in Ireland at 8:08 p.m., which is Greenwich Mean Time. And so do come and join me, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you.